What's up? What's up?
Vando, just a couple hours after season's over, just how do you reflect on both, the way you guys seem to have such a great season, maybe the disappointment in the way it ended?
First off, I want to say it was a great season. It's not exactly where we wanted to end, but looking back on it, just the improvements we made, the foundation we set, and the progress we made throughout the year, watching guys grow individually and as a team, I think it was a, very successful year for us and, putting us in the right direction and what we want to do and what type of team we want to be in the future.
For you personally, just to be able to, after all of the injuries and everything that you'd been through, to really establish yourself as starting level player in this league, what did it mean to you and how much progress do you think you made toward where you want to go in this league?
It means everything, a couple years ago, just being hurt and not being in the rotation and, battling through the G League. And, it feels good, improvements that I made. And I just feel like I didn't skip any steps, from, being a second-round pick to not G League to not rotation to, playing minimal minutes and then, carving out a starting role is, it's just a testament to the work and, the grind that I put in and just staying resilient. And like I said, for me to play my first full healthy season that I've probably played in 5 or so years, it just feels good. So like I said, I like the improvements I made. Now I have a foundation for myself as well, what I can get better in and just try to keep improving each and every year.
Where specifically might you want to make some improvements in your game or add to your game on either end of the floor?
Offensively, obviously, just, getting a better feel, dunker spot, expanding my game as far as everything, just ball handling, finishing, shooting. Defensively, just, watching more film where I can be better at on ball and as a team defender. And also just improvements in my body, whether that's gaining more weight or getting stronger at certain levels of my body. So just pretty much everything.
You made a lot of improvements defensively as a team this year. Where do you think the next step is for you guys to maybe become a top 10 defensive team?
I would say just experience, consistency. The young team, it's hard to be super consistent. Like I said, I feel like we started off really well, then we had our ups and downs, like every team does. But I think we all have the, physical attributes more. Now it's just locking in mentally, just knowing personnel, stuff like that, and just reading the game. I feel like, as a young player, you kind of just play the game and don't really read the game and read and react like as much as the veterans do. So, having guys like Pat and stuff like that that's, been around a long time and knows the game and, super experienced, it helps a lot because even me from this year, from last year, I can see the big jump and just, as far as reading the game and knowing where to be, just the right spots to be and stuff like that. So, I'm excited about, our group for next year.
You talked about the health. Do you come out of this season with a sense of pride knowing that counting the playoffs, you played 80 games with how hard you play every night?
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, it ain't easy playing, the way I play every night. So, to, have a healthy season doing what I do and leaving it all on the floor every night, that's what I, hang my hat on. So, yeah, that's it.
Only 23, and to have the base you have with how hard you play, where do you think your game can go here as you continue to add skills over off seasons?
Like I said, there's no limit to it. Like I said, I have a foundation of what I'm gonna do every night, as far as playing hard. But now each summer, just try to build and add something new to the game, and just keep on improving. That's my motto every year. Just try to add something and just keep improving. So, yeah.
Pat mentioned earlier today a brotherhood with this team. Carl compared it to an AAU team on the road, just hanging out in the same hotel room. how much fun did you have this season playing with these guys and just hanging on and off the court?
Yeah, I mean, it's super fun. Like you said, we do got a brotherhood. Everybody's, likes each other, like being around each other, hanging out, and especially all of us kind of being around the same age, with the exception of Pat. But, he's one of us at heart. He's always, hanging around with us. So, like I said, I've never been around a group of guys, where like 1 through 17, everybody clicks, and we hang out, we do stuff off the court, and I think that helped us so much on the court, translating over just the chemistry that we built and the brotherhood that we built, and like I said, I think we really do got something special going over here.
Jared, from your 2018 draft class, that second round, there is a lot of guys like yourself who have become starters, have big roles on teams. What is that process like for players being drafted in the second round, and as you're kind of just saying, like fighting for that role and developing it?
I mean, I just think that second round just kind of, creates a little self-edge, just to be resilient, especially when you're capable of being, a first rounder, being a top talent. It kind of just, there's no room for complacency. So that's how you see a lot of guys in that second round end up pushing through, and that's what it's all about. That's what you play for. So I think, just becoming a second rounder helps you have that chip on your shoulder, and just knowing that every day you got to fight for your spot, fight for your position, even fight for a contract at that point. So I mean that's when you see a lot of people emerge.
And you guys had a lot of success in that high wall coverage this season. What can you add in terms of, or what would you like to see this team add in terms of maybe diversifying that coverage, adding other things? What would help this team most defensively there?
I would say just being versatile, being able to, adjust. Obviously, I believe high wall was our best coverage, when we are engaged and active. It can get a little tiring at times just from flying around, but I do believe that's one of our best coverages. But I would say we got such a versatile lineup that we can pretty much execute every coverage. But I think to start the year, like even training camp, we were just so focused on just high wall. So I think once we rep out more of every other coverage, just like with anything else, I feel like we'll be a lot better at it.
Vando, it's very obvious that all your teammates appreciate the way you play every single night. You don't walk off that floor with anything left in you. But to have someone like Pat Bev, who made his way playing a very similar style to the way that you play every night, what does it mean to have a guy like that, kind of sing your praises and be in your ear all the time about how you can get better and constantly appreciate what you bring?
Yeah, it's always good to have a guy like Pat, that's been through it, and especially on the defensive end, he kind of just helps me, just stay locked in because, he's been through it. He's, first team, been a great defender. And, each year he says just about adding something new to your game. Your basis could be defense or be a rebound or whatever it is, but don't be confined into a box and just, to keep getting better. And, his biggest thing is accountability. He points out very little details that probably nobody else would even see or say, so which is very beneficial because a lot of people don't even. I feel like he watches a lot of basketball, so nothing really gets by Pat. So having a guy like that knows his stuff, has been through it, and holds you accountable, and he just wants to see guys succeed. So like I say, he's been a great vet for us and great voice for us, and just a great leader on and off the court. So, yeah.
Seems like a big key for young players making it in this league is carving out a role and accepting it. How were you able to do that so early in your career? Not only find, but accept and thrive in a specific role?
I think it would it started in college. I went to Kentucky, so I didn't play my first half of the season. Just like any other team, it's kind of hard jumping in mid-season. And, I had to sit down with Cal, and he was just like, find that one niche that can, find a niche, find a role that can, just keep you on the floor. And at that time, it was just like rebounding and defending. Like, that will always pretty much get you an opportunity to get on the floor. And I kind of just stuck with that, just coming in, NBA mindset was just like, two things I'm going to hang my hat on every night, just, playing hard, being the hardest playing player, and just going out there rebounding and defending. And, I accepted that just to be my foundation. And, obviously with the mindset, to keep growing and expanding my game. But, that's always, been my foundation and what I want to hang my hat on at least every night.
We'll go last question on the Zoom. Christos, go ahead. All right. No, Christos. Thanks, Vando.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it. Yes, sir.